Alright, so we're coming into late with this, but this movie we're going to talk about was kind of critiqued really bad before it came out, but when it did come out, actually did a pretty good job. We're going to talk about Aladdin. Let's make sense of that.
Take that.
Manuel.
I'm Josh.
Alright, so like I said, Aladdin kind of passed. We're waiting for Manuel.
Yeah, I didn't go watch it like I was supposed to because I'm a bad person.
Now that that's out the way. So, we're not going to do a review for it because I'm pretty sure you guys already know all about it. So, Manuel's going to ask us some questions. We're going to talk about what we liked, what we didn't like, and...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Manuel's the only one that hasn't seen the movie yet.
Yeah, probably. I do that a lot. For somebody who does a podcast about watching stuff, like it takes me a while to watch things.
So go ahead, Manuel. Take it away.
So my first question is, I was wondering, like the only thing I wanted to know was how similar was it from the original? Because I remember I've seen some of the Disney remakes, and they kind of didn't deviate a whole lot.
I mean, they didn't deviate a ton, but I mean, there were some significant differences.
Yeah. Did they change things, or did they just add things?
They added some, changed others. One of the biggest facts is, or one of the biggest things is that I noticed, anyways, is that even though it was a very small part of the original Aladdin movie, there was no Jafar singing in this movie whatsoever.
Did he have a song?
That's what I'm saying. What the heck?
He had a little. He really. It was a reprise of the Prince Ali.
Oh,
that's not a song. He didn't have like a.
That was teasing.
But he still sang. But
Prince
this Jafar
Ali
didn't.
Have juice. That was just teasing. That wasn't really a song.
Yeah.
That was like.
Scar got a song.
Yeah.
He got a Nazi-ish looking war song.
God.
And I'm wondering if we're going to even see that in Lion King.
That'd be weird.
Why not? Anyways.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they literally took out the word slaves from the Prince Ali song from the original. Because he says slaves in the original animated version.
Wait, when does he say slaves?
Slaves, servants, and flunkies towards the end of the song.
Oh.
Yeah.
I missed that. How is servants any better? That's also sounds... I mean...
Yeah, they basically removed that entire part and then had Will Smith change it with whatever... I forget what the lyrics he replaced it with.
Okay.
I think the servants might have still been in there, but yeah, they definitely took out the slave part.
Gotcha.
So
I mean, I'd hope so.
There was also another minor...
But I mean, it would work with the time period. That's the thing. There were slaves back then.
But I think they're trying to make it more.
I know they're trying to make it more PC.
Friendly. Slavery is a pretty hardcore thing, no matter the context. Or like if there's oh yeah, his life belongs to me. I own him. And like that's pretty heavy. That's a pretty heavy subject.
You know what? The Bible doesn't even ban slavery.
Oh, well, yeah, there's a lot of things wrong with the Bible. We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, that's a whole different subject. Anyways, so what were you saying, Ted?
Another, thing they added was, a change as well, is that they gave Genie a love interest.
Bro.
And it wasn't...
Bro.
And it's pretty... And I like
But it was done well.
It was done well. Yeah, I like it.
Was it a lady genie?
No.
Oh.
It was the handmaiden to Jasmine.
Pink genie? Bro, he's like 800 years old or something.
Yeah,
he's
but I liked it because
years old.
Still a man.
The thing about Genie is that they
20.
always had because you can never really relate to him, I guess you could say, because he was a genie. Because he always talked about it in the first one, because that's what I remember when I was watching this movie. Is that he was like, oh, I've been locked up in here, blah blah blah.
10,000 years.
So they never really
can give you such a crick in the neck.
They never really go on about. Does he miss it? He does say he wish he was free, but that's about it. He wish he was free. But then they went more into it in this one because, for instance, when they after they do the Prince Ali song, they meet Aladdin and Genie. Genie's with him this time when he talks to Jasmine's dad, right? So they walk into the throne room, and they're talking to him, and Genie's like, talk to him. And Aladdin's nervous, so he's messing it up, and and he gets on this weird tangent about yams. Like, we got yams. They're like
jams. It was jams.
Jams. He's like, yeah, we got this jam. That he goes on and then like Genie goes up to him and like, stop with the jams. And then after that, they go to a party, and he was like, dude, live it up. It's a party. He's like, I don't know. He was like, why aren't you talking to Jasmine? And he was like, oh, because that prince is talking to her. He was like, I have not been to a party in so many years. Do not ruin this for me. And he goes on this thing about like telling Aladdin how to spit game, right?
Yeah.
And then it's so cool because it's like, okay, he knows how to do it, but then when he tries to do it, he like freaking messes it all up because when he's talking to the handmaiden,
bro, is it like Hitched? Is he reprising his role in Hitched? Isn't that how that went?
I guess so. But I thought it was pretty good because like it relates to like, you know, he's actually gets to do like a little bit different Genie role in this one because like in the other ones, like he said, like everyone just came for me, wants their wishes, and I'm gone. But this one with Aladdin, he kind of teaches him like, oh, he could be a friend, you know, and then he goes on this weird thing where he's like, oh wow, this is different than how it was, and I kind of like how it like talked about that.
Yeah.
Because he goes back and forth. Because at first it was just like to divert the attention away from the handmaiden, so Aladdin can go talk to Jasmine. Mm-hmm. But then like it turned into a more of a thing. Mm-hmm. I thought that was pretty cool how they added that. Yeah. Because originally the handmaiden wasn't there; it was replaced with the tiger. I guess you want to say.
No, yeah. So is there no tiger?
There is a tiger.
No, Raja's there.
Yeah, okay. But you know how Jasmine always talked to the tiger.
Yeah.
So in this one, there's a handmaiden.
Oh, so all her monologues turn into
actual person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I like that because it would have been kind of weird to her talking to the tiger the whole time.
Okay, that makes sense.
They gave her a best friend in this movie.
Yeah, best friend. Yeah, it's a handmaiden.
Everybody needs a best friend.
But it was really good. I like how they added that part.
How was Will Smith? This is the question that's on everybody's mind. How was Will Smith in the role of Genie?
No, dude, I loved him.
He was great.
Was he?
It was great.
Bro, weren't you like bagging on him the hardest?
Josh,
no, I was. Here's the thing. Originally, I will admit this. I was talking some mess about the blue CGI Genie.
Dude, at the end of this video, go to the other video we talked about it and just put your cut into this part. Because Josh was like,
play it back.
No, I was
Put it in black and white.
I was talking crap.
It's rewind time
About the blue CGI Genie with Will Smith's face.
Yeah.
But when I saw it in theaters, you know, I mean, I was already starting to leaning towards the I can accept this. When I saw it in the theater, it was like
full fledged.
Okay,
out.
yeah, it was nice.
And then like the thing about that was. Because a lot of stuff goes on there. Because they were seeing Genie. It's not.
And really, he's not the blue CGI Genie for very long. So it's like it gets away.
I said it in the video that he wasn't going to be like. Because even in Aladdin, even the original Aladdin, the only time you see him as not blue is when he's acting in Prince Ali, right?
Yeah.
And everywhere else he's blue, right?
Yeah.
So he's blue for like what? I don't know. Not that. I don't think you can count on more than.
Well, he's at least blue for the entire "Friend Like Me" song.
Yeah.
But, so like his introduction,
and then as soon as they escape from the Cave of Wonders,
he stopped being blue.
I guess you could.
He basically turns himself into a human looking.
Yeah, I guess you could say that's another change. Like he's not blue at all. Like he gets his own role. And I like that. And then with the Aladdin, like, so when you first seen the trailers for it, a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's so weird," because when they showed him as Genie, he was just like, "Yeah." That was it, and it was cut, right? That was the end of the trailer, and everyone was like, "Oh, dude, like so ugly, blah blah blah," and I'm like, "Dude, like you don't even know what that scene was." A good example is Prince Ali when they didn't leak it, they showed it on Jimmy Kimmel or something, and they showed a snippet of it, and it's like a part, and then a lot of people were like, "Dude, it just sounds like it's auto tuned and like it doesn't have hype and whatnot." But I'm listening to it over and over, and I said it to myself, I was like, this is a part of the song they have to show because they don't want to give off how the whole thing is, because then who's going to want to go see it? But a lot of people on Twitter and everything else is like, "Oh yeah, I don't like it. It doesn't sound good." And then when it came out in the theater part, bro, I was the only one flipping out. Dude, I don't even listen to the old one no more. I listened to Prince Ali when it was on YouTube on the Disney.
Yeah,
channel.
I remember we put it.
I listened to it all over and over. Every time I woke up, I listened to it. Friend Like Me, dude, it was so. He did such a good job. He sang the Arabian Nights song too in the beginning.
Oh no!
Yeah,
he
did a great job. Verses to it.
Yeah,
they expanded it. It was really nice.
Yeah, it was so good. I was like, oh my god, he did a great job acting too. Like, it was just
And
great.
of course, here's the thing too. I actually bought the soundtrack to the movie like a couple days before I went to go see it.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to hear how it was going to sound. I wanted to kind of know what to expect. And, here's the thing. I knew there were certain songs I was going to be singing along with. And, of course, I did. Because, it's freaking Aladdin, man. It's one of my favorite Disney movies of all time.
Yeah.
I really did like Will Smith's Friend Like Me version. Or version of Friend Like Me. But, of course, Robin Williams is still my favorite. Unfortunately, it's just the fact.
Yeah.
But I really did enjoy the soundtrack for this movie. And here's the thing. I want to say one thing. The song that they added for Jasmine to sing solo
she got
was
solo song?
amazing.
That's the one I told you about.
It was absolutely amazing. It was perfect for her character, the way they set her character up.
I'll pull it up right
now. I'll pull it up. I've got it in my freaking iTunes.
Yeah, he gets the name of it. Basically, it's a part where near the end where basically Jafar kind of hypnotized everybody, right?
Oh, so she's like prisoner. And
basically when you get prison, it's a whole song about that. And remember how you talked about
Speechless.
Speechless, yeah.
And it's basically the whole song. She's talking about how she won't be held speechless. Like she's very, of course, she's very opinionated.
Yeah.
And basically the whole song is like she won't let people take away her what she feels is her right to speak up and speak out. And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It was so great.
That's nice.
And then with a Friend Like Me, what I liked about it, one of my favorite parts, I always get goosebumps on it. It's like after the part with there's a breakdown in it. He was like, "Can your friend do this?" And then there's like a whole breakdown when he starts dancing, and it's so fresh because there's so many of them. And I gotta see it again. It's my favorite part. There's like some of the background dancing. There's some here. It's like a whole thing. Yeah. And then he goes onto it and he does this. That part, I'm like, oh my god, it's just so fresh. Like how he does it.
Dad, watch your foot.
Oh yeah, was it?
Yeah,
Thing trying to tangle me.
You pulled the power out several times.
That's
on
not
that
even
last
the foot
episode.
I was shaking. It was this one.
It was still worrying me. I could still see you like tugging on it.
But he did a great job in acting as well.
Oh yeah.
The part where when they pushed Aladdin after they suspected him of being the person who owned the lamp. Remember, and they pushed him in the water. It's the part where they saved him in the movie.
Yeah.
And he was like, just say a wish, and he's underwater. He just say it. He's like, that whole scene, like,
yeah,
it's so fresh.
Oh yeah.
He did perfectly. God, man, I love that movie.
Yeah, and of course, you can't. Unfortunately, you cannot escape the comparisons. Obviously.
Yeah.
You never will. Especially when you're remaking a classic like Aladdin, or even when back when they did Cinderella. You're not
I
going
honestly
to
forgot about that one.
You're not going to escape those comparisons. But where Beauty. Here's the thing: where Beauty and the Beast went very, very similar to the animated movie. Mm-hmm. Aladdin changed things up just enough to make it fresh and original. Oh, I mean, obviously, it's still the same overall story.
And you didn't ask a question, but there's a scene in the movie because Iago, right? He doesn't speak like he does, like I told you, right? It does like a parrot. So if you say, "What the fuck?" the parrot, "What the fuck?" But so there's a scene where Aladdin's sneaking in the palace, right? And then Iago sees him. He's like, street rat, right? But he's not mimicking it. He's just speaking like a parrot, but it's not like sentences.
Yeah.
So there's Iago. There's a part when they're chasing the lamp, right? And then Jafar's like does this avatar thing, and he just like makes Iago like into this big ass like sort of like a dragon, and he's flying around trying to chase them. I was like, dude, that's so cool.
Yeah,
I was like,
that was really cool.
That's crazy.
That was like, awesome. And then they gave it away because he was in the trailer for the movie. I'm like, what the? Like after the movie came out, I was like, why did you get rid of that?
But I don't think we knew it was Iago at the time.
But I know
in the trailer,
yeah,
so it was a little bit of a surprise.
Oh, I do remember seeing that.
Yeah,
in the trailer.
and I was like, dude, because when I seen that, I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, and I don't think he was a dragon.
No.
He was just like a giant bird.
He was a giant
something.
falcon bird. Yeah. I just said like a dragon-like.
Yeah.
And the thing about me with Aladdin, because I know like Joshua, there'll be comparisons, and it's his favorite. The thing about Aladdin with me, I was not really a huge fan of Aladdin.
Yeah.
I liked Robin Williams' Genie. I listened to
Yeah.
Prince Ali and I listened to Friend Like Me, but it was never my favorite. My favorite one's Hercules. But when I went to go watch Aladdin, I don't know what happened, but I was just like, dude, where have I been?
What's wrong with me?
Now,
what's wrong with me?
I'm going to say this real quick. The movie, the remake that I'm probably really going to dig into is the upcoming Lion King. Because Lion King is my absolute favorite.
And you know what? It's going through the same thing Aladdin did right now. I know we're not talking about Lion King, but right now
I'm actually okay with the way the CGI looks for Lion King.
No, that's not even the CGI. So it's the part they showed another Jimmy Kimmel thing where they showed
where they were singing Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata. Yeah, they sing that part, and a lot of people are hating it because they're so lifelike. But I think that's the end part of the song when it's like the cool down.
Yeah.
And the whole other part's going to be end. That's how I feel like it is.
Yeah.
It's the same trend. I was the only one defending Aladdin and Prince Ali.
But so for me, Lion King is it's my absolute favorite Disney movie of all time.
Dude,
So if it does bad, or at least in my opinion, if it does bad, I won't hold back. But after what my original thoughts were about Aladdin, and then seeing it and just being absolutely blown away in the theaters,
so crazy.
I have really, really high hopes for Lion King, and I'm really hoping that Disney does not let me down.
I might go see it tomorrow. I don't
What?
know.
Aladdin?
Lion King. I don't know.
Lion King
Oh, that's right. It's out this week.
It came out Friday.
Oh, tight.
Yeah, but
So it's not upcoming; it's out.
yeah. So that's how.
By the time this is released, it'll definitely be out.
Yeah, but another thing that they added that I talked to Josh about a little bit is that they added more because I understand back then in the animated version it was based in where it's at, and then when they did the dance, they have dance scenes in this one.
Yeah.
Right, and it's amazing.
Yeah,
it's the Bollywood.
They really did a good job of adding the cultural aspect into it.
There's a whole.
I have been hearing that from everybody that they definitely did add a little more
It seems to be something that Disney's kind of getting the hang of.
And they added more of
with a lot of stuff.
In the music, more I don't know how to say, not Egyptian, but sort of
It's Arabic.
Yeah, but they added more of stuff in there that wasn't in the original.
Yeah.
I felt. There's a whole scene like I told you, it's not even in the original. I think or the animated series when Aladdin, he says go dance with Jasmine. He's like, I don't know how to dance. He's like, I'll take care of it. And he's doing a puppet thing,
puppet master thing. Yeah, that was
him,
so,
and he's
was
starting
funny.
off awkward, right? And his Aladdin doesn't know what's happening. And then if it takes off, it's it's awkward, okay, and then it takes off to this full thing.
That's tight.
And I'm like, dude, that's so fresh. And they
Yeah.
even in Prince Ali, they have at the end when it's even Will Smith is in it when they're doing a little a Bollywood dance thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, that's so cool. How they added that because I was like, that's not in the original.
Mm-hmm.
They have dances and stuff, but it's not like that, and it's choreographed good.
Yeah, it was all done amazingly well. There's always a scary thought when you have that many people coming together. Mm-hmm. Trying to make sure everything gets right. I mean, we obviously. We obviously saw what can go wrong with choreography with a specific Disney title. We will refrain from. Okay, apparently we won't.
And we talked about that already. Yeah,
but this is the probably one of the best examples of them getting choreography for the tone that they were attempting to set right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good.
I don't know what happened, dude. That movie's just so good. I told everyone about it.
Yeah.
I do have one big issue.
What is it?
And it comes back to when they're in the Cave of Wonders.
No, God, it's not a big issue.
Okay, it's more of a.
Josh,
it's a kind of a. It is kind of nitpicky, but it's
a continuity issue. Or?
It is. Okay. It is a little bit of a continuity issue. Because, obviously, you remember from the original Aladdin, he says, touch nothing but the lamp.
Yes.
Well, he says that again. he says, do not touch the forbidden treasure, touch nothing but the lamp.
Yes.
There's so many times where you've got Abu hopping on fucking gold coins and diamonds and shit, and then the whole time Aladdin is climbing up the spire to get to the lamp. He's like touching gold coins and touching sapphires and stuff like that.
Josh, it's magic. He has to touch it with the intent of taking it.
That's what
sets it off.
But here's the thing, too. In this one, in the original, Abu clearly grabs the big ruby.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but in this one, it actually kind of falls into his hands, and he doesn't, not necessarily with the intention of trying to take it.
But he stole it. So what does that mean?
But did he take it?
Yes. That's what I told you. I was like, I always felt like in that, when I seen even in the animated one, when he said touch nothing and all that, I always felt like that means don't steal it. Because that's called the Cave of Wonders for a reason. Yeah. Like, it's everywhere. So that means when they take a step in it and they stepped on jewels, they're dead. Like, that's how it's... So when Abu took it, that's why in the animated scene, when Abu had it, it was memorized, hypnotized. He was like, I'm stealing this.
Yeah. Even
in the movie, before when Abu went to touch it, Aladdin said, stop. Like in the new one. Aladdin said, stop. And Abu was like, bah. And then it did fall in his hand, but he looked at it and he stole it. So that's when the stuff started to happen.
That makes sense.
That's why I told Josh, I was like, yeah, dude, you kind of reach in.
I mean, yeah, okay. I admit, it's a little nitpicky, but...
But that does not change the fact that this movie is amazing.
No, it was. It really
what about the magic amazing. Carpet? Was there there was a magic carpet?
Oh yeah. Of course. Of course, carpet was there.
Okay.
Yeah. He found.
It's one of the first things he finds in the Cave of Wonders.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I know. I'm talking about like the biggest changes, but yeah, he's in there. Yeah, he's great voice.
And of course,
lines.
there was a lot more because it was a live
action. The person who played him did great. I loved his voice. I'm just kidding.
Like the carpet?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, the guy they had inside the rug suit was just amazing.
Bro, if they come back out...
His flight patterns were perfect.
If they come back out and there's some guys like in a suit... if I buy the DVD and that's in the special features, I'm going to lose it.
Oh, that's good.
Anyways, what was it? Oh, man, what was I saying? Oh, there was... because it was live action, they had more room to do more character development.
Yeah.
And that was really impressive. The scenes were done well still. The little things like there was one instance. Should I go ahead and tell them?
Bro, he just said, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So there's one instance in the movie where he and Jasmine are in Jasmine's room talking.
What the fuck?
Whoa.
And no. She's trying to figure out where Aladdin's kingdom is because she's studied all the maps. She's never seen it before.
That part was funny.
And it's just like and it's after they've had this deep conversation with one another, and it's like,
Is this like right? Is this like right before?
This is
the magic carpet ride?
I think it's. Is it before or is it after?
Yeah, it's before because that's when Genie went to go distract and take a walk with the handmaiden to pull her away so he can go talk to Jasmine.
Yeah.
And then.
But I think that was right before they fly off.
I don't know. I don't remember that. I mean,
no.
I feel like he came back later.
Well, yeah, they did, but no. When they came back from the whole New World carpet ride scene, he dropped Jasmine off, and then he flew back over to Genie. And then they, it cut from the night scene into the next day or something like that. I forget exactly.
And that was a cool part, even on that part where she was showing the map. Like, he didn't know. He was like, let me show you. He was like, And then they did this little wavelength thing where he was like, thinking, like, Genie, I need you.
Yeah.
And then he was macking with this girl, and he's like, what?
He was sitting there. Yeah, he was sitting there trying to help Aladdin out while he's sitting there
trying to help himself out,
talking to the handmaiden, the handmaiden.
Yeah, and then he
magically makes the kingdom appear on the map, and she's like, "Where the hell did that come from?"
And you know what's crazy? We talked about how Will Smith, Genie and the handmaiden having a thing, and it goes on to they get married at the end, right? Don't they?
I mean, I don't think it's ever. I mean, I'm sure it's implied. They're together. They have kids.
Because in the very beginning, before everything starts, it shows you the ocean, right?
Yeah.
And then there's a boat and there's two kids and he's like, Dad, tell us another story. And it's Will Smith He's like, oh, tell me about the lamp story again. And you see the girl in the background and everything, right? The mom, and she's like, oh, you heard that story a long time ago. So I thought, I was okay, so this is a telling. Because that's what I was thinking. I was like, it's a telling of a story, and Will Smith's putting himself in there as the genie. That's what I thought it was, right?
Well, that's kind of, it's a little bit like the original Aladdin, because it's a story being told by another character played.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. But then later in the film, they show you like, he's like, I want to have kids and everything. It shows a flashback of the beginning. So I was like, oh, that's after.
Yeah,
so
that makes sense.
So because he always talks about how his dad was a fisherman and whatnot. He always wanted to do all that. And then so that's what happened at the end. Like he became a fisherman. He became free. And then this isn't. And when he became free, it's not the genie from the animated Free. He had no magic whatsoever. He couldn't do any of the stuff like the other genie could do anymore. He was actually a free person. He was human. He wasn't like...
So he couldn't go to Disneyland.
Yeah, he couldn't go to Disneyland. He couldn't go to Disneyland. He lives there. but yeah, so that's what I liked about it. That's another change they did. I was like, okay, I like that. Because I never understood that. Even when I watched the anime, I was like, so if he's not a genie, how is he still doing this? It was like, how is he still over here doing all that? But yeah, they did that. And then I know one thing you're asking about how Jafar, because you said you were worried about Jafar.
Yeah, because I remember seeing his actor, and I just didn't like the way.
I'm not gonna lie. When I seen his actor, I was kind of I was like, dude, like he doesn't fit my Jafar that I know, but he did a good job. Yeah, he did a great job.
Yeah.
And you know what? Cool twisting. I don't even think they mentioned the animated series. I gotta keep checking my thing because I'm sweating. But there's a part where does he capture Aladdin or he's talking to Aladdin? And he's like, I know what you are, man. He was like, I used to be you. And then he's like, you're a thief. He was like, I understand. He goes on that tangent. Remember, he talks about how I came from you and I got all the way up here. And he was like, you're not one for me. And he stole something from Aladdin, and Aladdin didn't even know he stole it. And then it goes back to after later in the movie.
That's after he got... That was more towards the beginning of the movie, though, where...
he was talking
after
to
Aladdin was arrested with Jasmine.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And then later in the movie, they out Jafar for what he's doing wrong and everything, right? Mm-hmm. So, and then he goes off and he's trying to steal the lamp. And there's a scene where Aladdin's just chilling, walking through the bazaar or whatever. And then Jafar steals the lamp from Aladdin, like how he did in the beginning of the movie, I guess, how he stole stuff. And Aladdin didn't know. He just put two together. He's like, fuck, he has it. And then when he comes back, he's already, Genie's under his command and everything. So I thought that was pretty cool. They gave a little bit of story about Jafar, because I never knew what Jafar did. I thought he was just born into that. Being into that, but family, and then he just grew up there. But no, he used to be like a street rat, just like Aladdin as well. But he wanted more and more power, so he did what he had to do. Now he's at where he's at, but now he wants to be.
Yeah, somewhere along the line, he got magic.
Because in the original one, it was just his staff.
But he has some magical ability.
Yeah, it was like
it's not like it's nothing along the lines of Genie.
In the original, he wasn't using. Well, he was using. He didn't have magic. He had magical things.
He still made the wish to be the most powerful sorcerer in the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was more of the eye. Yeah, it was just.
It was the cane, and then he had another a machine type thing where he would look into it and see stuff.
Yeah.
But that ran on actual power because Iago had to do the treadmill thing.
I don't think he made Iago do that one.
He did a great job.
Yeah.
And then they actually gave there was a new character too, the guy who ran the guards.
Oh,
they did. They actually made him a character.
It might have been the person in the old Aladdin who was always in charge. You always see him in front. I don't even know if he had
the
name.
main guard who had most of the speaking roles.
Well, all the guards were same facey. So.
Oh no, this one was different. I could recognize him out of all of them.
Well, yeah, because they weren't drawn. So.
Yeah,
because they're real people.
No, I mean in the animated one, there's that one guard. You know what I'm talking about? There's that one guard.
Yeah.
And I guess that's who he was, and he was always like, whatever, the king, whatever, I'm doing it. My family was born doing it. I'm doing it now. I'm protecting the king. And there was a scene where he tries to hypnotize him into, like, you're going to work for me, and he snaps out of it. And then after the switch, when he makes the wish to do what, to switch, right? And then, like, he's like, and the way the wishing works, okay, so, like, when they made a wish, because it goes back to earlier when we talked about Jasmine finding out Aladdin. So when he made the wish that he was the king,
Prince.
Yeah, no.
We're talking about Jafar.
Jafar.
Jafar wished he was the
Sultan.
Charge. Yeah, Sultan. Yeah. So when he did that, everyone believed he was a sultan. But then, like, there was that thing where, like, he was, like, kind of resisting the magic because he was just like, I got to do what I do because he's the king. That's what my family does. And then, like, later in life, he kind of breaks free of it. And then that happens the same thing as when Genie was telling Aladdin about the wishing. He was like, once she would recognize me, he said, no, when you make a wish, they believe who you say you wish for. So when he wished he was Prince Ali, everyone seen him as Prince Ali. They didn't, it was like a hoax, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it right.
Yeah.
It was a hoax, like, he knew he wasn't Prince Ali, but everyone was like, so Jasmine didn't recognize him, basically. And then later, she kind of broke free of that and recognized who he really was. Because he was like, oh, yeah. Because when they're flying on the carpet...
It all goes back to the whole do you trust me part again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where she recognizes him.
Yeah, and then so, like, he breaks free of it. And, like, he helps, he takes back the guard. But then, Jafar was like, I'm not having it. I'm the Avatar. And then he wished for all the sorcerer stuff. But, yeah.
Yeah.
He did a great job. I like the guy who played Jafar.
All right.
Anything else you want to know?
No. So just overall, like your guys' overall opinions. I want to break that up into like 3 parts. So the casting. Are you guys are okay with the casting for everybody?
Yeah. Yes,
Perfect.
Yes.
It was a good job.
Perfect.
The music. How was the music overall?
Excellent. Superb.
And it was funny. Speaking of the music, go ahead. That's all actually. Go ahead.
And then I guess just the final one is: did they tell the story in a way that was nostalgic enough, but also added enough new flavor?
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It was funny about the music part because when Josh was talking, I'm pretty sure it was what Josh was talking about in the last video we did when we talked about Aladdin. He was like, I didn't want Will Smith to be rapping or doing anything like that.
Did he?
No,
I didn't say that I didn't want him to be rapping.
You said
it's
you
like,
didn't
I was
want
just kind
Will
of
Smith
wondering
to do what Will Smith does, or else to rap. But it was so funny because
I said I didn't know how I felt about Will Smith rapping in Friends Like Me.
I'm pretty sure, you were for sure, because you said you didn't want him to rap it. And I was like, but the thing about it is, and they did so good with it, at the very end, at the end credits, Will Smith did a song with DJ Khaled.
It was like a completely off the hook rap version of
it was kind of
what?
Friend Like Me.
Friend Like Me.
It was a second version of Friend Like Me.
And it's at the end credits, which it's okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, I'm glad they didn't do that. I mean, it's okay. I mean, if people
funny.
don't like it, they don't like it. I mean, I'm not saying I'm like, oh, it gets better than the original.
But like even the even more well-known songs like One Jump Ahead, Aladdin's initial song, that got changed up a little too. I mean, the words are all still pretty much there, but it's like the tone got changed. It's a little slower in some parts. Same thing with A Whole New World. I mean, they did do some creative liberties with the music, but I mean, it was all still pretty much what we knew.
That song, One Step Ahead, wasn't it the same? The only different.
Some of the words were different.
I feel like it's the same. The only different one is the end, because there was remember I told you there was a sad version when he's like one step ahead, because that's after
Well, yeah, but even in the original, there was a reprise of One Jump Ahead.
Was there?
I don't think so.
Because it's One Jump Ahead, the big fast version where we are first introduced to Aladdin, and then he's in his tower with Abu, and he's kind of like it goes. The reprise goes riff raff, street rat. I don't buy that. If only they'd look closer. Would they see a poor boy? No siree. They'd find out there's so much more to me.
Yeah.
That's the reprise version of One Jump Ahead. I know because I've listened to that, the soundtrack to the original.
I know which part
that
that is, because that's like when it's like the sun setting.
And going back to the actors, even though we rated it, Naomi Scott.
Yeah.
I did not know she was British.
Who?
Even though Josh told me the Princess Jasmine.
Oh.
She AKA the Pink Ranger.
Yeah, even though Josh said that, I was like, yeah, Josh, okay, Pink Ranger. She's Jasmine right here. And then I was watching like interviews after like the day after the movie. I'm like, what the? Like, she did amazing. Like, I was like, wow.
Unfortunately, guys, she's already married.
I don't care.
So, Am?
Yeah, I can still love her.
Marriages end. Especially in this day and age. Celebrity marriages, they don't last very long.
Anyways. But it's so amazing.
So, you guys would definitely recommend seeing it?
Oh, definitely.
I feel like...
Oh, and you know what? We didn't even mention this. Or I don't even know if you remember, but the original One Jump Ahead was just introducing Aladdin and Abu. Mm-hmm. This time, One Jump Ahead didn't actually happen until Aladdin and Jasmine met. Jasmine was actually a part of One Jump Ahead this time.
She was.
Oh.
She didn't sing, but she was a part of it.
Mm. Well, in the original...
The whole chase scene.
Because
he doesn't meet Jasmine until after the whole...
One Jump Ahead,
yeah.
And because
it's like the next day.
Yeah.
He's in the market again, and then he sees, this is after Jasmine has escaped from the palace,
and she takes an apple or something.
She gives it. Yeah, she gives the like bread or like I think it was an apple. Yeah, you're right. To a kid, and it's the same thing that happens to this one. Mm-hmm. It's still the same premise, but it's like the songs happen a little differently.
Then in the first one, did she always want to be Sultan?
Did she want to be Sultan?
No, she just wanted the right to choose who she could marry.
Yeah,
she actually just wanted to not be a princess.
And then in this one,
it's not that she didn't want to be a princess. She wanted the right to marry for love instead of duty, and the duty of a princess.
And she became the Sultan in this one. So
she became the Sultan.
Yeah, that was really like that was cool. And I'm glad they did that.
I mean, that Prince always do this so good. because even if we listen to it now, I wish they left it out because I sort of like it how it was in the movie. But like in the movie at the end of Prince Ali, when he was like, "We're waiting for you," right? Because they were holding that high note. Mm-hmm. He was like, "Tell us when. We're waiting for you," and he was like not amused at all, honestly. And then not till the end, and he was like waiting for you, and he's like this, and he goes, "Let it go, keep going," And then, like, I was like, oh, that's...
He was trying to get the Sultan into it, yeah.
Yeah, because everyone was, like, into it, except for, like, Jasmine and, like... Jasmine was, like, just
she was like her usual, I'm not impressed. Yeah, but he's showing off way too much.
And that's another difference. The Sultan in the animated series was, like, so for it. But this one, he was just, like...
Well, I mean, I think in this one he was portraying this sense of stoicism.
Yeah,
because he is he's the king. Yeah, he did. He was a great actor. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to remember where I've seen him before. I have seen him before in some other things. I'm trying to remember from where, but yeah, it's like it was. It's one of those things that you have that's different from an animated movie. You can have a goofy king in an animated movie and get away with it. No one cares. Whereas if you go live action, you expect a leader of people to be stoic. You expect them to be, prim and proper and, they're, the something to aspire to be.
Yeah.
So, he was perfect.
Yeah, with this one, I'm always going to say, and I don't care what anyone else says, this is like my favorite live action. This is like, to me, this is the best live action we've gotten.
From Disney?
Yeah, from Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella, whatever else is out there. I feel like...
Nobody even talks about Cinderella, so I don't think it's...
I never watched it.
I haven't seen it myself either. I want to.
Maleficent caught some people's eyes.
Bro, I just seen the trailer right now.
The second one looks like it's going to be
She killing
crazy.
people. Yeah, so I don't even know. Is that part... of this?
Maleficent 2?
I think
Maleficent was the first one.
No, I know, but is this like part of like the whole thing, or is that just like
I think that it's all a part of the live action remakes. It's
Maleficent is
It's kind of like the whole connected.
This is going to be that's their Iron Man 2.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna meet Disney Nick Fury.
I haven't even seen the first one. I haven't even.
So wait, are we then comparing Cinderella to the first Hulk with Eric Bana?
Probably.
But because I know all eyes are on Lion King that's coming out right now, and then Mulan 2 just got a trailer as well.
Yeah, and Mulan's our first Avenger, I think.
Probably, yeah.
That's the one that really.
I'm waiting for Hercules. If Hercules,
unless Simba gets to be badass.
If Hercules ain't next, I don't know what could be next.
I thought I heard some rumors about it.
There was. Remember, I showed you to you.
I think I think you did.
The one that just got cast was Little Mermaid. That's the one people are talking about.
My
right
god!
Yeah.
I guess we could start that. Mulan
one we should probably save for
Yeah,
another
Mulan.
video.
Yeah, we'll do a whole video because they just released the Lion King trailer, the Mulan trailer, and the of course
Well,
the
they just
casting
dropped
for
the
Black Ariel.
movie,
Yeah,
Lion King.
Oh yeah, also
So not just the trailer, the whole damn thing.
That'll probably be the next one.
Yeah.
But this is probably my favorite. Like I remember watching. The only reason why I wanted to watch Beauty and the Beast is because Emma Watson was in there, and I love her. But like, I watched that, and I was like, okay, this is pretty good. I liked it, even though there were some things wrong with it. But like, I haven't seen Cinderella, I haven't seen Melissa. I was like, okay, I like this because I like the music. It was pretty good. But like after I watched Aladdin, it's like it pulled like the sheet off of everything. I'm like, what is this crap? Why aren't movies like this? Like, what happened?
Yeah. I mean, I felt it when I went and watched Beauty and the Beast. It felt really mediocre. Like I felt like
I don't know. I really enjoyed it.
I felt like
it's
compared to like
I didn't not enjoy it. I didn't dislike it, but it didn't bring out like this like I was like oh my God,
if I watched
it's so good. It was just like I was like okay,
it's like this like
that was basically I mean
that was an alright 2 hours.
With the Beauty and the Beast, it was essentially a literal live action, almost take for take remake of the animated movie.
That's what I said. I said that a lot, and people are like, "No, because this and this and that." I'm like, but the stuff they added was of little consequence.
I've noticed too. They did change up some words in some of the songs as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like it's not as noticeable as it is in Aladdin.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm just like, bro, because like I told you, I wasn't a fan of Aladdin. I'm not saying I hated Aladdin, but it's like I never watched it more than I had to. You know what I mean? But Hercules, I'll rewatch it over and over. You know, other movies I'll watch over and over. But I'm just like, I went into it and I don't know what happened to me when I came out. I'm just like, bro. Those other movies.
I mean, no, you got it right. Hercules is definitely a great movie. It's not my personal favorite, but
that has to be next. I don't know
it's still far down the line, dude. They haven't even cast it yet.
Bro, I don't care. It has to be next.
It's got to be in the works.
That or Emperor's New Groove.
Emperor's New Groove. with just David Spade.
What were you going to ask me? Because I feel like you're going to ask me something, and I have it right here. What were you going to ask me?
Who do you want to cast for Hercules?
Okay, wait for it. Hold up.
Please don't say Chris Pratt.
Oh, stop. All right. So I want Chris Pratt to be Hercules.
Okay.
I want the kid from Riverdale to play young Hercules.
Which one?
You mean
Archie?
Dylan Sprouse?
No, that's not Archie. That's Jughead.
Okay. I'd never seen Riverdale.
Bro, I don't see Riverdale either, but I know that.
Come on, you had to watch.
He wears the hat.
Lady Gaga to be Meg.
Lady Gaga. I seen that. That poster talking about. Nah, that's
Robert Downey Jr. as Hades.
Hades. That'd be tight, honestly.
Bro, you can't look at this list and be like,
question is, can Robert Downey Jr. sing?
He doesn't need to.
You never know. They could create a whole song for Hades.
Bro,
Hades doesn't.
They've created a new song for every movie so far.
Robert Downey Jr. can do anything.
Yeah, bro. He's
care.
Disney paid now. He can do whatever.
Yeah, bro. Bro, and then
money can make anything happen.
Bro, that's the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Yeah, that's it's his dad. I forget his name. He's from
Yeah, they have him as Zeus.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah, Kurt Russell.
And I'm pretty sure that won't happen because she's Maleficent, but
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, that's probably as the mom. Yeah, but
I don't think they'll cast.
I don't think they'll double cast.
Yeah, but this list, like, I was like, bro.
I will say, okay, I'll be okay with Chris Pratt as Hercules. I don't think I agree with Lady Gaga as Meg though.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good choice.
Yes, that's because she has to sing. That's why.
But I mean, there's so many. There are other choices out there you can make. Oh God, no.
Kesha, let's go.
Oh God, no.
In the place downtown where the free song come out.
That's Kesha.
Yeah, bro, let's go.
That's our Meg.
Yeah, let's go.
That's
I don't know, but this list.
I think we're getting a little.
Yeah.
So let's try and end this one. Everybody's opinions all
Aladdin
around.
was great.
Great, worth watching.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Are you guys
over and over?
Are you guys gonna get it on DVD?
I'm getting the still case.
No, I'm not getting it on DVD
or Blu-ray, whatever, 4K, whatever,
4K,
ultraviolet.
I'm getting the 4K Blu-ray DVD
combo pack.
When does that come out?
I don't know.
So I know when I'm getting that code from you.
Oh, this one, yeah, and then
next year,
and then Yeah, and it's gonna come with a steelbook case.
It's going to come out the same day as Final Fantasy VII, the remake.
Books,
I only get the ones.
They're going to break
honestly.
Aladdin into 7 parts.
Yeah, let's do it. Well, I mean,
Aladdin's not a bad game, but anyways,
I think I'm actually more interested in it than before we did this.
yeah.
You should have gone and watched it.
I should have, but I didn't have any money.
I offered.
Honestly, if you didn't go see this with a girl, bro, I went with my friend. And like it was like couple season out in this movie theater.
It was.
Dude,
it was.
There was literally
this is that movie.
There was literally people next to me, right? And it sounded like they were drinking soda, right? You know how drinking soda sounds? And I went to scratch my ear like this, and I happened to look over. Bro, that was no soda they were making out. I was like, yikes.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure they weren't just making out.
And bro, and it's like their seats weren't even like dividers like the low like where we go.
Yeah.
It was like it's just like a seat.
I'm pretty sure she took him to a whole new world.
Oh my
like,
god.
Bro, I'm just lucky that one was for my friend Raquel because like I don't think I could have just sat there by myself.
That's wild. All right, let's wrap this up. So, Aladdin.
What's you going? I just noticed what he said. Anyway,
a definitely go see movie. I plan on watching it now.
Can't wait for
they're getting
the
it.
sequel.
Their DVDs. Oh, bro. I know a lot of people hate on the Aladdin sequels. Bro, I love the Aladdin sequels.
They're alright, yeah.
They're so cool to me.
The only reason the second one did bad was because they didn't get Robin Williams.
Yeah, they got Dan Castaneda, freaking Homer Simpson.
Yeah,
but whatever.
Yeah, it's literally what happened.
Yeah.
And it's literally why it bombed.
Well, because they had screwed over Robin Williams. They pissed him off.
They were lucky to get him back for the third.
Yeah, absolutely. So go watch it. Everybody's opinions are positive. Everyone here, at least. I haven't heard any.
The only bad thing is
I haven't heard nothing bad about this movie.
You know,
Since
Will
it came
Smith.
out.
Here's the thing: there might actually be no Will Smith if they do a sequel.
Why?
Because Will Smith doesn't do sequels.
No, not even that. The sequel had Genie in it, and Genie played a big part in that and saving them and he's human now. That's another thing. I don't think any of these should have sequels. I know I joked about it right now, but I don't think any.
Well, Maleficent's already getting one.
Maleficent's getting a sequel.
But I mean, yeah, but I'm talking about like because some of these sequels do like. Some did bad, like Mulan 2 and.
But yeah, with them
Lion
with them turning Genie human,
that's like done.
They've killed any chances
which is
of
good.
there being sequels.
Well, the sequels for
I would have maybe
Aladdin.
liked to see King of Thieves.
Yeah, well, because
they
those
can still do that.
King of Thieves doesn't rely heavily on Genie. It relies on
No, it didn't be. And here's the thing too. In that one, I think Genie stayed back in Agrabah for most of it.
Yeah.
You know, it was mainly Abu and Carpet that went with Aladdin.
Yeah, I mean,
heard.
With his dad.
Ted's
and,
hearing things now.
Yeah.
First he was sweaty, now he's hearing things.
Yeah, okay, I'm trying to end this episode. Honestly, I've been trying to end this episode for feels like 10 minutes.
Let us know how you liked it. Let us know what you're looking for. What's the next live action movie you think is bad? Tell me if you think it's.
Tell us your Dreamcast, like for the next these next movies that are coming out, and then
sure.
and they already cast Ariel, but like what's the rest of the cast for that? Who's gonna play? What's the crab's name? I forget the crab's name.
Sebastian.
Who's gonna play Sebastian?
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne. Oh, dang.
If only Bob Marley was still alive.
I mean, he's got like 7 kids that are still alive.
Yeah, his son can play that.
Was that Bob Marley?
No.
I was like, what?
What the heck?
No, but I mean, if he was still alive.
I'll have his son do it. That'll be fresh. Anyways.
So like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell to keep up to date on all of our stuff.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Yeah, we have
Email
Instagram.
us at nerdsmakesense@yahoo.com.
Yahoo.com.
And with that, thank you for watching. Please join us with the next one. Until the next one, we'll see you later.
Bye.
See ya.